California. It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
What a pickup this man was last year. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 20 carries, 106 yards.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Wiggles free, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. The Niners at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
He's ultra. Go ultra. Blaster. Stick. Hey, go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this is an offense that's number 1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. Back to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Get right. Let go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The sack goes to Chris Barnes. So let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
On second down, McCaffrey. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cardinals offense set to take over for the first time, and they are piloted by their 5th-year quarterback, 2-time Pro Bowler as well, Kyler Murray.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Murray going to keep this himself on the draw. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. From the 29, here's the 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, that's got to feel great for them.
From the gun, Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense, because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Got a man, it's Brown. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The numbers there for Brown from a week ago. 6 catches, 59 yards.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
Now 2nd and 5. Murray now to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They've probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ready. Black 40. Check field. Red cycle. Slow. Check.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk, a 16-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. I'll let let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Again, it's Connor. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. You look at this Niner defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.